Alright, you feather merchants. This video is going to be about how dangerous and clever many of the inmates were that were locked up in Pelican Bay's SHU when I was working inside Pelican Bay. And there's a lot of stories, but two come to mind. And we had this one gang member. I believe he may have been doing life without, but anyway, he was out to court in Crescent City, and he was sitting next to his defense attorney, and when they would bring our inmates in, they would secure them to an iron chair, that very heavy chair. And then the defense attorney would sit right next to him, and they could talk to the judge. Anyway, this inmate, for whatever reason, he got angry with his defense attorney. And he made an ice pick type weapon. He keistered it. He had a shim that he made to open his handcuffs, and he smuggled all that in his rectum, and they brought him out to court. Well, when they would bring these inmates out to court, they would put them in holding cages, and while he was in there, he accessed the weapon, opened his handcuff, or he slipped a shim in his the ratchet end of his handcuff, so he could open them up real quick when he gets in the courtroom. And he hid the weapon right in his waistband. And so anyway, he secured the cuffs back on his wrist. And the officers go back there. They look at him. He's still shackled. They bring him into the courtroom. And his attorney, of course, is sitting right next to him. And he's got two armed officers directly behind him. And this guy he opened his handcuff because he had the shim stuck in the ratchet end of his handcuff. He opened it up, seized the weapon. Like I said, it was an ice pick type weapon, and he leaned over and he stabbed that defense attorney right in the chest as hard as he could. He hit him so hard that the defense attorney fell over backwards. What was a miracle is the defense attorney had a ballpoint pen. In fact, the ballpoint pen he had, it was it was a big one. I mean, it was not your normal thin ballpoint pen. It was it was a large diameter right there, and that ice pick hit the center of that pen and saved that defense attorney's life. I mean, he would have jammed that ice pick right into his heart if it hadn't have hit the pen. And the ice pick, when it hit, it bent it to like a 90-degree angle. Anyway, that's one that comes to mind, and it's unbelievable. Here's a guy, he's doing life without, at least I think he was doing life without, and because his defense attorney is trying to help him, he gets angry with him. He's going to try to kill him. And here's a guy that's married. He's got a family. He chose the profession of being a defense attorney. And he almost got killed for just no reason. And, like a lot of these guys, it doesn't take much to get them angry. Just looking at them sometimes is enough to set them off. Anyway, the second one that comes to mind is I was on a security squad, and there was a a gang member in the SHU that had to be, I believe he had to go out to court in Los Angeles. So he was really a dangerous inmate, very clever, an escape risk for sure. And we had gotten word that he had a handcuff key on him, a real handcuff key. A lot of them make their own handcuff key. This guy had a real one on him, and they could never find it. Anyway, we get him down where he's going to. We're going to change his jumpsuit. We give him a new jumpsuit where there's nothing could be hidden in it, and we wand him really good. Conducted an unclothed body search. I mean, we wand him every place we could think of that he could have it. It came up negative. Nothing happened. And then the transportation team, they sent a special transportation team to Pelican Bay to transport this inmate. And these guys, they were very, very professional. And I think the shortest guy there was about 6'3". I mean, these guys, they wouldn't be anyone you want to mess with. Anyway, after we had searched them, wand them, they did the same procedure, and they didn't find anything. So when we were transporting, or CDC was transporting inmates back then, they would use a black box on top of the handcuffs so that they couldn't open them. Anyway, he gets down to, I believe, to Los Angeles, and whoever took custody of him found the handcuff key that he had hidden on him. And what is unbelievable, he had the handcuff key in the urinary tract of his penis. I cannot imagine how painful that was, but it shows you how determined he was. If he had an opportunity to escape or to come out of those handcuffs, the length that he went to do that. Anyway, you fellow merchants, I hope you enjoyed the story, the prison story, and you guys have a good day. All right, thanks.